be called as the first Omani woman to scale the Everest is nothing less than an honor and a pride in itself. A fearless adventurer who has taken a risk that many of us would deem as a death-defying experience. I have with me on We Talk, Nadhira Al Harthy. Assalamu alaikum, Nadhira, and I welcome you to We Talk within Oman. Nadhira, firstly, I'd like to congratulate you on your achievement and for making Oman so proud today. Before we start with the session, I'd like to ask you something. Of course, everyone knows about Nadhira Al Harthy being the climber. I want to know that who is Nadhira Al Harthy apart from being a climber?
Thank you very much. I think I'm still same, even if people don't know me as a climber or as a normal person. So if I'll go through my work, I'm working Ministry of Education as a director for Citizenship Department.
All right.
And I'm also the country coordinator for a GLOBE program here in Oman. I'm also, I can say, like, I'm very Omani person. I belong to a big family here in Oman. And I think I'm as any other Omani girl.
That's really nice. That's the best line that I could hear, that you are like any other Omani girl.
Sure.
So let's get on to the questions. So my very first question to you is that why did you start climbing? Or what was that thing that, you know, attracted you towards climbing or scaling the Everest? What was that thing?
If I'll start from the beginning, I went to 𝐤𝐵𝐿𝐺𝐺 mountain in 2015. That was part of my work as for the GLOBE program. We took students with us to. So
it was a global expedition.
Yes, exactly. And that my first time the mountain. And I was, you know, I was in charge for the all Omani students. So it didn't matter for me if I'll summit or no there. I was just watching our students to be safe and back safe also. So there in 𝐤𝐵𝐿𝐺𝐺, I felt there is something touch me the mountain. I never know that I would like nature.
So it was like the mountain is calling you.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like watching every day. It's like I felt there is something.
Some connection.
But what's that exactly? I didn't recognize it that time because I was, you know, just busy looking for our students there. So I didn't summit actually 𝐤𝐵𝐿𝐺𝐺 because I stayed with some of our students who they got tired at that time. But after 𝐤𝐵𝐿𝐺𝐺 2015 till before 2 years, actually I didn't do anything. I just stayed, you know, watching the other climbers, what they are doing, and just.
So you were seeking inspiration as well?
Yeah, I felt there is something, there is emotion between me and the mountains, but without any reaction from my side.
All right.
In 2017, I met 𝐊𝘪𝘳𝑗𝐵𝐿, who is the first Omani to scale Mount Everest, and that was the meeting about to write about his story for students also through my work. So at the end of that meeting, I told him he was very quiet and he was talking about his experience in Everest, and I was, you know, very excited and said, it's like holding all my emotions about that. And I told him, I went to 𝐤𝐵𝐿𝐺𝐺 too. I want to show him that I'm proud and I belong to mountains also. And then I said at the end, I told him, I want to climb Everest too. It's like, if you can do it, I can do it too.
Correct, yes.
And then he said, yes, you can. And that's it. After 1 week, I texted him and I said that I was serious about climbing Everest. He said, okay, let's check your everything, your training, my everything. And I told him, I'm going to gym every day. He said, okay. This is
not about gym.
Then he started to give me advices, and then he started to be my coach. But unfortunately,
he passed away recently, yes.
So that's how it started.
Yes, of course, he's an inspiration for everyone out here as well. Okay, apart from that, as you told me that he guided you throughout the program, so what kind of physical fitness regimes did you follow? Were you on a strict diet, or it was just a normal thing? Just let me know more about that.
About the diet, I was not on the diet, but
Okay.
I was looking more about what I eat, what I shouldn't eat, like all of this. I just avoid sugar a little bit,
Okay.
but still I'm just eating what my mother.
The regular food.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no strict diet that you have to follow?
No.
Okay. And
It
any
was very strict,
yeah.
training program.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it was a really hectic physical training for you. All right. So when you took up, this idea that, okay, I have to go and scale the Everest, I have to go to the Everest summit, were there any discouragements from your friends or your family side? Were they happy with your decision, or did they support? And how was the reaction with the people around you?
So I actually, to avoid all of this,
Okay.
I didn't tell anybody.
Okay.
That was my secret. My
Okay.
big secret for my big dream.
Okay.
So nobody knows that I was training for Everest. Everybody they thought I love, just training, doing, running or hiking. But what is behind all of this? Nobody. I didn't.
Nobody knew at all at your home.
Yeah, only,
That's
only
brilliant.
Khalid, just he knows that, and I kept that secret for 2 years. Then before only 2 months before Everest, I tell my family
That you are going.
Okay, I'm planning to go to Everest.
Okay. So how did they react that time?
You can imagine.
Yeah, I can completely agree to that thing. And
So they shocked, and they were very scared.
Yes.
It's like, Everest is not any mountain, and this is not any other sports. Like I'm going to gym or swim or
or
run.
trekking for that cause. yeah.
Exactly. So they were very, very scared. They thought, and everything on internet is about Everest. Like people, they just go there to die.
Yeah,
It's
correct.
not safe at all. So they try to, maybe you are not prepared till now. Maybe just leave it for the next year. All this, and I said even for me, I can't control this dream. It's like it's not my choice. Like I have to.
You have to do it.
this
Yeah.
year. I'm ready now because I was training for 2 years for this. So. It just, as you said, it's just a call, and I should listen.
Yes, correct. And you should go and achieve your dreams.
I tried, to tell them I will be safe, and I will be on contact because there is internet there. I
Okay.
will call you, and especially my mom, she was very worried.
yeah.
And because I'm living with her, I understand that was not easy for her because I want her to accept what I want, accept my dream, accept
Yes.
my all this,
Your ambitions,
crazy,
yeah.
So also at the other side, I should also understand her why she's worried, and so we start talking about this. I told her there is other Arab girls. I will be with them. The company is very strong. They have very good experience in mountains.
So basically, she was just having that assurity that you need to be safe even if you're going.
Exactly.
Yes, correct. Okay, so after you left Oman and you reached the place, what was your experience on reaching that place? The first step that you took? I'm sure that has to be really exciting, but were you excited? Were you nervous? How was that feeling?
Actually, all the way I tried to be very focused.
Okay.
And I said we were big team, like I think around 15 without our assistant and Sherpa. So I said, okay, to avoid any negative thoughts or even positive or whatever, I will just stay focused why I'm going there. And I try. Everybody said I'm the quiet person on the team. I was not talking a lot. I don't want to involve myself in any discussion, whatever is,
Going on, yeah.
I said I will be friend to my mind.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I know that I have less experience in mountains than others. So what it will take me to the top, to the summit. That will be to stay in health, to stay, because it's easy to get sick there at the mountains.
Correct.
Yeah, so I just focus on myself, focus what I'm doing there. I was walking very slowly. Actually, I went to Nepal 2018 for also training for Everest, and I climbed one of the very technical mountains there. And so it's like I'm a quite you know, I know how it's
very
slow.
familiar with the place as
Yeah,
well.
and the trekking, the way took me to Everest Base Camp is the same way I went last year, 2018. So I was just, you know, all my focus like Everest. I think that's helped.
Yeah. So you did not involve with the group around you that much?
Especially at the end of the next month, because we stayed there for 2 months. So the next month I felt that I'm comfortable. I saw that I'm doing well. I start, you know, we were good friends, with the girls from Arab countries.
Okay.
So yeah, alhamdulillah.
So how was the group? Was it really a supportive group? Were each one of them, how were they? How was your experience staying with that group?
They are amazing, actually. Yeah, and I think we spend like a good time. Most of them, or all of them, they said the same thing. It's a good company, very good company, strong one, and also the team. Even each member of them, like they had their own experience. We shared everything, information, even sometimes gears, whatever we need. Like we were there like a real team. We support each other.
Each one was there for one another. So it's like a family that you had gone with. Okay. All right. So apart from talking about the group and your experience in climbing the Everest, this is a very general question that I'll be asking you. How cold was it? I know being in Oman, we don't get to experience a lot of cold weather. It's hot. How cold was it and how difficult was it to climb?
You know, I'm living in Oman all my life, you know, and it's always hot here.
Yes,
but,
correct.
There, I try to be also positive. That's I know it's very cold. I try to wear the exactly what I should wear with the specific temperature, because it's cold and it's very hot also. I got burned. Because of the sun, because we are very
high up.
So we manage it. I think it's like we have because the company they give us the list what we should take us, even the layers, the jackets, everything, and sometimes they give us advices also what we should take if we are going to camp 1 or camp 2, because it's different with each camp.
Okay. Apart from asking about your good experience, was there any experience that you had that scared you, or you had any close calls that you must have felt that, now there's something that's going to happen? Was there any moment as such that you experienced?
Actually, we did it there as a rotations. We are going up to the higher camps in 3 rotations.
Okay.
So each time they said, okay, this is the time to went up to the higher camps. So that's for 𝐷𝐿.
Okay.
So it's like scared us and make us very nervous because we'll start at the mid of night, after mid of night, because the ice it will be very strong and it will be more safe. And we are using only the headlamps.
So there was a specific time period that you had to climb.
Sometimes we are climbing for like 10 hours, 7 hours. We are carrying our heavy bags. So we should know what we have to take with us for my snacks and water, how all of this details.
The food and everything, how did you manage?
They're preparing everything there, but our snacks, what we are like, what we want to take with us, that's we should take it. So that make me nervous every time they announce, we are going to higher camps. To prepare everything and to be ready. How I cross, because the first part of Everest, they call it Khumbu Ice Fall. And that is the most dangerous place in Everest, because it's moving all the time. And we should cross the ladders. If you saw the picture, there is a big crevasse, so sometimes we should jump between the crevasse. So it's very dangerous. We should be very careful there, and it's not easy as a climbing part.
So the weather, how was it? Was it really was it really difficult to climb in that weather, or it was normal? Was it the thundery weather? How was it? Was it snowing all the time?
Yeah, it was snowing sometimes. Sometimes it was not raining, of course, there. It's very high. But it was not stable. It's like between sunny days, we have cloudy, snowing. It's you cannot say because it's mountains, you know, and weather is changing.
It keeps changing. Yeah, it can be an unstable weather condition as well. Okay, so when you were climbing, I understand there are these breathing difficulties that you must be also facing. So how did you manage to cope up with all of that?
Yeah. Before we using oxygen mask, that was above 6,500. It was really difficult. It was not easy even for me because I know that it's not easy even when I was training here in Oman. I saw that. So I was walking slowly, so to stay at the same pace for my walking, and it helps because you know we are doing the 𝐷𝐿𝐼 all the time. So I don't want to be fast. I want to give my body the good time to you know to be with
adjust with the weather.
Yes, exactly. So. After camp 2, we start using oxygen, and that was like much better, you know. Like, just we are carrying the bottle.
Yeah, of course, the weight would be so much that you're carrying.
Yeah, but it's if I'm breathing well, so it's okay.
What advice would you give to the newbies who want to pursue climbing or who have just minor interest, but of course they want to pursue it later on? What advice would you want to give them?
Actually, I start all this experience and I was not climber at all. And I don't know if even now I can say I'm a climber. I'm saying that I'm a dreamer. I dream big, and I dream something bigger than my abilities. And but I work very hard for that. I run in marathon and UTMB trail run, and I swam for long distance, and I did hike, climb here, and everything mostly.
So you were always into the sports before?
Yeah, in sports, but not in climbing. But when I said that, at the same day I met Khalid, I said, I want to climb Everest. I will climb Everest. So that's like, yeah, it
was from within. Yeah.
So I think anyone want to be a climber or even to be a professional in any sport, I think the knowledge is the most important also thing. They should read about what they are doing, not just think it's not coming only with experience. They should be also creative, because what is working for you is not working maybe for me, because we have different bodies, different abilities. It doesn't mean that to stop or not to do it, just to do it in the proper manner, the right way for myself. So I read a lot about mountains and about documentaries in Everest and different other mountains also, not only Everest. So I know what does mean if I'll go in high altitude with my body, what will happen in my body, what I should do if I'll got sick, like with altitude sickness, what I should take the medicine with me, what I should wear
to protect
all the time. Everything. It's like even from the socks to the gloves to the everything. And so the knowledge is very important. And then to be more commitment with what is. It will not work if I'll do my training for one time in a week, or no, I should be, I have a schedule and I should go with my schedule. And even here in Oman, if I'll skip anything, I will make it up in the other day. So this is also
it's very important. You have to be very focused when you're taking up something.
And to believe, of course, in yourself.
Yes.
You keep pushing yourself and use your limits, and push your limits and use your power, because we have power. Because when I start running, I was running only for 4K, and actually I hate running at the beginning. That's it. I don't like running. But at the end, before Everest, I ran for 90K in Jabal Akhdar. I ran for 100K here in Muscat.
That's incredible.
So we have it in our bodies, and we have it in.
You just need to push our limits.
Yeah, we should push ourselves to complete what we want and to reach our goals.
Okay. So what was the reaction and the feedback you got when you came back to Muscat after, conquering the Everest?
Yeah, actually, even before Muscat, when I was still there, after I think 2 days, when I got internet and I saw my phone, I got messages. It's like from numbers. I know them, I don't know them. It's like everybody, they congrats me and it's like, who tell them? I surprised. Everybody knows and everybody happy for what I did, because I thought this is something personal.
Personal, yeah.
I thought I'm going for Everest for myself, because I'm looking for something for me, for Nadhira.
Okay.
I know there is no other woman. Omani scale Mount Everest.
Yes.
I know that I will be the first, but I didn't. It's like
you didn't go with that mindset.
Yes, and it was not my goal to be the first. My goal, to summit, because I said if I felt that and didn't summit, that will be it will break me.
It'll break you.
Yeah. So I said I will do it. So after that, I was really happy, and I'm happy that's my special dream, my own dream, which I kept for 2 years.
Yeah, that also secret.
Everybody they sharing this, and they happy and they want me, and I'm happy too to share my
experiences. Exactly. What after Everest? A very common question, I suppose.
Yeah, and actually, after big experience like Everest. Still, I think it's too early to decide, but I will continue climbing mountains. I will continue set my goals. I will continue dream, because this is what I think it's awake me, and it's give me. I learned many things, even the basic things. I learned that from this experience, not from school or from any other things I go through. So. I will continue doing this, but if there is any exactly mountain, still
you have not decided yet. Okay. So my last question for you: if you were not a climber, what would you be? What else would you pursue?
I think climbing is, I got what I was looking for.
Okay.
It's like I found it finally.
Okay.
When people's like, I was telling my sister, she's a writer, so I said, you are lucky because you know what you want.
Exactly.
This is your passion. You do it.
You do it. Yeah.
What I like was I was looking all the time, and but now I got it. So alhamdulillah. I think I'm lucky, and. I don't know, actually. I think I will keep just doing my work and going to gym. It will be the normal routine life.
Normal routine till we get to know something else again out of the box.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thank you so much, Nadhira. It was a pleasure talking to you and having you on We Talk. It was an honor having you with us. And we congratulate you once again and also wish you all the best for your future accomplishments. It was very nice having you with us today.
Thank you. I'm happy to be with you also.
Thank you so much. That's all we have today from We Talk. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, see you soon, inshallah.